Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. And in this video I'm going to cover absolute value equations with one solution. Let's jump into number 1, where we have an absolute value of g equals 0. Now remember, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0. So the absolute value of our g has to be 0. That means that our answer has to be 0, because 0 is 0 digits away from 0. Let's say if we had an equation like this. Absolute g has a value of 7. Now, now we have we have two solutions, because we can have a solution like this: g equals 7 or g equals minus 7, because they are both 7 away from the 0. So, but in this case, we only have one solution because our absolute value has to be 0. Now let's go over to the second example. For the second example, we're going to have to do a bit of steps. To do these steps, we're going to start with solving this. So again, our absolute value is 0. So we're going to end up with one solution. So it should be pretty easy to get that one solution. Now, let's start by solving this. To solve this, we're gonna write it down again without the absolute value, like this: 4p minus 8 equals 0. So we have to solve this. Now, to solve this, we're gonna first isolate our variable. We do this by doing a couple of steps. I've made a couple of videos on how to isolate the variable and how to just solve algebraic equations, one-step equations. So you can check that video if you haven't and if you don't understand that yet, and then you can just come back. So the first thing we do is we add 8. Add 8 on both sides. So we add 8, this cancels each other out, so we're left with 4p equals, and then 0 plus 8 equals 8. So we're left with 4p equals 8. Now 4p equals 8 is a multiplication. So we have to divide. So we're going to divide both by 4 like this. 4p divided by 4 equals p. So now we have cancelled this out and we have isolated our variable. Now let's go over to our 8. Now 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So now we know that our variable has an value of 2. Now we can check this. We can check if we have the correct answer now. We can just plug it in right here. Let's write it down here to the left. We have 4 times 2 minus 8 equals 0. So we can just start doing this. 4 times 2 equals 8. Now we have 8 minus 8. 8 minus 8 will equal 0. So this tells us we have the correct answer. Now, let's say our final our absolute value, my bad guys, our absolute value wasn't a 0, it was, let's say, a 5 or a 7 or just any number above the 0, it would have two solutions. But I'm gonna do this in another video, so you guys stay tuned to learn about absolute value equations with two solutions and with no solutions. So I'm gonna make two videos extra about absolute value equations. Now, this was basically the video, guys. I hope you guys understand it now and enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments, and this was Mr. Mathz, and I'll see you guys in the next one.